plot that Boom hinted to us in the earlier episodes and nobody noticed it. What? Boom often hides details from us in his videos to hint us the upcoming events of the plot. For example, in episode 37, he hides the TV man in the background. Or in episode 52, Boom briefly conceals a billboard for a few frames, and one more thing in this episode that suggested the invasion of Astro toilets. You will not also believe where Mr. Boombin suggested to us that the toilets can speak in clear English. It was a lot earlier than you thought. We discovered even more details after watching the series a couple more times. So sit comfortable, because for this video, I've prepared a list of 15 things that Boom has suggested us in his episodes about the future plot. We will decide, is it the only coincidence or intended action? So be sure to watch it to the very end to avoid missing any of the most crucial details. Before of that, make sure to like and subscribe if you want that TV woman hug you. Number 15. So let's rewind a little bit to earlier episodes, and later we will move slowly to the newest ones. In these episodes, we can see that's the all toilets. Instead of speaking clear English, they all are singing their song. Exception we can see in episode 2 when the one of the toilets in a green hair, instead of singing the same song as other toilets, he starts to sing something in clear English, and he was severely punishment for this. I think this is an only coincidence. That's what this toilet was talking about, was only a part of an original song. Despite everything, this can be very early suggestion that's the all toilets can speak in clear English for the upcoming episodes. Number 14. In episode 4, we can see humans. I know we saw them later, for example in episode 9, but here in episode 4, they are playing some more important role than in the other earlier episodes. That can mean that's the humans will play more important role for the future plot. It also points to this, that's the humans were showed to us at the end of episode 73. I will tell more about the newest episodes near to the end, so watch further. Number 13. When Skibidi toilet was only a meme, we can see that's the toilets are aggressive in episode 3. Tanks in toilet with the Star Wars background music in episode 5. It could be a hint that the lore and the war against the toilets and the alliance will start soon, because many people are thinking that's the lore starts in episode 7, and I agree with them. Number 12. In episode 29, we can see the glitch toilet for the first time. His insane speed and ability to destroy his opponents by hitting them with his insane speed. That's the same abilities that Astro toilets have now. I think that glitch toilet can foreshadow the new powerful race of Astro toilets. But I also think that everything what we have mentioned earlier wasn't only the coincidence, because the plot wasn't development that's as much as in these days. But the next thing what I will tell you weren't a coincidence. Number 11. From episode 34 to 37, we can see TV Man in background. I think that's not too much to talking about, because I think that's, what Boom suggested to us with this. This was a new race of TV Mans who made their debut in episode 39, but the next one I think is more complex. Number 10. After the TV Mans withdrew in episode 43, many of people's stars to think that the TV Mans are traitors, and this theory was right, but only partially. Boom suggested to us in this episode that there can be a traitors, but not on the TV man side, but on the secret agent side. That was revealed to us in episode 70. Do you think that the coincidence, or you think that the arrest of Lucky Cameraman means that the secret agents really were traitors? Number 9. In episode 44, we can see the billboard with computer on it. That's where many people starts to think that's the new race will appear. Also, this wasn't last time when Boom has suggested it to us. Do you think that can be foreshadowing for the new race? Or as always, Boom is trying to mislead us? Number 8. In episode 48, Boom, hide the billboard. On this billboard was written, "Help is coming." I think it was for 100% an intended action. It suggested that's the Titan cameraman will back soon in episode 50 to help the Alliance, who was in really bad condition and almost lost the war in these days. Number 7. In episode 52, Boom hid the biggest spoiler for the series so far. The billboard, what was in it was normal, but later in the episode, for a few frames, it changed. From a normal ad text to the new species are already here. We can also see the second billboard where text is, "Your real enemy is," and we can't see the rest of it. But now we know that's a new species, and the real enemy of the Alliance and toilets are Astros. Also, Boom gave as another hint about it, and showed one of the Astro toilets in the next episode 53. Number 6. Do you remember Trap that scientist made for Titans in episode 65? In episode 64, we can see billboard with text on it, Trap. The trap in episode 65 was what that billboard was hinting to us. Number 5. In the same episode 65 or in episode 67, we were thinking that's the Titan cameraman will pass away after the explosion or by hypnosis. Fortunately, he survived. It could have been a hint for us that he will pass away soon or in episode 74, but is he dead? I don't really know, but I noticed that's when one theory gets too popular, then Boom does not add it to the series, like it was with Titan Cameraman Astro Claw theory for episode 73, part 2. So time will tell that's he survived or not. Number 4. In episode 68, we can notice one of the Astros for a few frames. Also in episode 70, we can see Astro Commander who talks to our Titans. Or Secret Agent warning us about the bigger threat. It was definitively announcement of the Astros invasion. Number 3. In episode 73, G-Man says, and I definitively think that was foreshadowing for upcoming to episode 75 plot. That's the Alliance and Toilets unite together to try to defeat an Astro Toilets. Number 2. Speaking of episode 75, many people noticed the chair. That wasn't a normal chair because it was moving around so weirdly. Many people think this is shadowing something, maybe a new race. New race can be true because in episode 74 we can see Sylvette of Computer Man for the few frames. But remember, that's Boom. It's always managed to trick us and make we will think in wrong way. Number 1. In episode 74, we can see the G-Toilet Titan project on the billboard, and also concept art that scientists made. On this concept art, we can see G-Toilet Astro Titan. On that billboard, there were some parts that were in the containers in episode 73. It can be foreshadowing to us that G-Toilet soon will become an Astro Titan, because on this billboard is the same hand, like on the project. So as you can see that Boom is hinting the future events on the billboards really often, and this is where we should to look for secrets the most.